Welcome, everyone. It's the Morning Quickies. Very special on the beach edition here on the Gulf Beach of Mexico. Thanks for joining me, guys. For everybody, the Quickies, we'll time stamp it. Start with Aries. Let's see, shuffle a little, and then I think I'll read through the deck like I've been doing. Take it to the same place. Not for the fussy shufflers, sorry. But things been going pretty good, and trying to keep these down to a few minutes here. Aries, you get the worst. You gotta listen to me babble a minute. It's a new day, 4th of May. Here we are. I hope it's kind of spring everywhere, at least where everybody's at. Nice little treat, just New Mexico. It wasn't really spring till July. Then it was summer in July, and then fall in July. Now it's hit. Okay, Aries, here we go. This is you. How you are in the round relationships. Look at you. Empress. Wow, can't do much better than that. Coming out of the chute, feeling good, whole, abundant. Venus energy, sensual. Great place to be in terms of a relationship. The feeling of moving away. Well, if you're feeling like the Empress, then I'm going to guess you're moving away from something you need to be moving away from. I mean, the Empress is not going to put up with any foolishness at all. And it could be too. I mean, the Empress is just really good. Like, think Taurus in some exalted position, really abundant and balanced and centered. And you would repel, like a magnet, repel any kind of negativity or anything that doesn't serve your greatest good. If you're expressing this Empress energy, and what you want is something that meets the Empress energy, and whatever you're finding, it's not meeting it. 10 of Swords. So it's almost like I get the feeling here, Aries, and this is very Aries because you're fast and instinctual, at the best. So this is you. You kind of sensed that there was something about this, that, just low vibe wasn't for you. And like really what you did was kind of avoid this, and you didn't avoid it by avoiding it. You avoided it by being this Empress is the main thing, and then recognizing that it wasn't, and your league wasn't at your level, wasn't your vibe. Recognizing where it was going before it even went there, and shut it down fast. It's like someone came to have an audience with the Empress, and they didn't even get in. The guards just sent them away at the gate because the Empress don't play, Aries. We know this. Thank you. Taurus, speaking of Empresses, welcome. It's Tara, my love. Morning Quickies on the beach, I should say. This is for all signs here, Morning Quickie, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, uh, whatever you think works for you. This is you, Taurus, in and around love, where you're at, where your mind is at. So, thinking about the cost of love, thinking about counting your pentacles here, weighing your harvest. It's that energy when it's pentacles, boy, it's really looking at it hard. So it usually implies there was some reciprocation issues in the past. Um, with pentacles, it can be reflected in people that expect you to pay their rent and provide for them or something. Be the caretaker in some practical way, do things around the house. But there's to me, Venus and Scorpio person. I mean, the deepest meaning of this is just not feeling connected, and like you're getting an energy exchange that you would like in terms of love and relationship. That feeling where you're at right now, Taurus. And Page of Cups. This might be about a Page of Cups, so be a younger water sign. In the way this is set up here, they are looking away from you, looking towards the outcome. I get the feeling like you're dealing with a person who's maybe a younger water sign than you, But they really kind of, they might be a mama's boy. I mean, they have the moon on the IC with the mom or something like that. Taurus. It could just be a Taurus moon, kind of like, or I'm a Cancer moon. You could say we're mama's boys, but they want you kind of to take care of them, you know. And it's that's what's, I think, the core here is going on. I go a little deep. There's an energetic core where you're wanting a lover, and I mean they're wanting a mother and like a best friend more, and they probably never admit that. I'm not saying they don't want to have sex or anything, but a deep down energy of what you're both kind of striving for at a deep level, and that's become manifested in this classic kind of way here that we're talking about. And you've just had enough of this, I think. Yeah, I think your decision is, 10 of wands. I've done all I can do. I've literally done everything, and the dishes, and that, and, and it's like, no more. Not going to give your energy into it anymore. Because you don't have any more to give, Taurus. That's good. So now I'll go to like Four Swords and rest and relax. Let's see. We'll be putting out your reading today for the second half of May, Taurus. So we'll see how that goes. We always have our singles that might work for you now. You could look at the heart spread and may go more into this. Let me know. I appreciate that. Eight of Pentacles. This is Gemini. I was rolling with Gemini. Gemini rolls, but good, doing the good work. Eight of Pentacles, like you've been absolutely doing whatever you need to do. And this is a love relationship reading, so it's like terms of love and relationship. When you're in this kind of energy, to me, right out of the chutes, like if there's a problem, it's most likely going to be on their end. Hold on a minute, I just have separation anxiety, a little from abandonment issues early in life, and right now I'm separated from my coffee. It's right there, though. Hold on, Gemini. Okay, there. I feel better now. So, yeah, when you're banging this kind of energy in terms of relationships, you should generate something helpful here, not a problem. It's certainly what you deserve. You're doing the good work. Three of Cups. This is kind of like um, this is okay in this position. It's a reading, but maybe you've been working on yourself. I'd like to think that's what this means. I really feel positive about this Eight of Pentacles here. Um, and maybe even that's a little unusual for you. Maybe you decide to start working on yourself a few years ago or recently, and you're starting to feel payoffs. And with the Three of Cups here too, it's this energy of feeling light and free and being able to have fun. And I think for a Gemini, it's kind of a Gemini car. I know it's cups, but just how Gemini like expresses their emotions by going out and enjoying friendships and parties and activities. Like to like sit around. And with the Eight of Pentacles, you may have been sitting around for a period of time, but I think for good reason. You were, maybe this the COVID thing. Um, but it's like now, it's like right now, what you're feeling is this: let's get out, let's have fun, and let's just kind of open up. It's like breathing. There's maybe some weight is lifted off your shoulder. What do you do with this wonderful feeling? Wow, Gemini, you got a 10th house trans. Oh, the North Node's in Gemini. Mine's in my 10th house. I'm a Virgo rising. I'm all about work right now. It's crazy. It never have been in my life, but that's all I think about. It's strange. Kind of like that. It's like you want to blow off some steam, and then you want to get back to work. But now, like going from the Eight of Pentacles to the Three of Pentacles, which are the best work cards in the whole deck. It was a love reading. Uh, but you've got two threes. There could be some kind of collaboration here. I get the sense you could be narrowing things down with this. But like there could be literally like three people, and you're just like kind of trying to narrow it down. Too. Another way to read that. But maybe you going back to your work is going back to narrowing it down. Like you're going to take a little relaxation and just sort of enjoy the time. And then, but maybe as you do this, you begin to open up Gemini, then you go back to, I want to get back to doing this work. You know, whatever the work is, you tell me. Leave me a message, you know, and tell me, what's this work, man? Something about relationships. Good work. You're doing good work. Deserve to have fun. Gemini, Cancers. Thank you for joining me for May 4th. This is the Morning Quickies. Very special on the beach edition. Yes, here in the Gulf Beach, Mexico. You're showing up as a Nine of Swords. In and around relationship, where your mind is at, where your heart is at here. Yeah, it's tough. Sitting up at night and going around in your head. And now, question is this about you? No, here I don't know. I'm a tarot reader. Now I'm gonna find out though. What's this about? Is this about your person that I'm hoping you're leaving behind? Because who needs this? This is a, you know, yes, you could say it's a daily reading for the fourth. This could be you had a bad fight and you stayed up late, kind of bitter and thinking about it, and you wake up in a bad mood. But is it about a past person or a present? I'd say this is present because action. So you're not just sitting around in your head thinking about this. You're actually having an involvement with them, you know, in some way. Wands are actions. You always got to keep that in mind. You're going from Nine of Swords to the Five of Wands. There's a shitload of conflict here, Cancer. So yeah, this is tough. And so this tells me it's probably a person if it's your ex, then you're involved with them and having to talk to them and deal with them. Any kids involved, who knows? If it's your present person, then yeah, you guys very much could have had a fight. What this is about. You know, with the Five of Wands, it's if taken by itself, it's sometimes not that bad. It's like bickering and arguing. Just with the Nine of Swords, I see it's kind of low, indicates more. And a Page of Swords is involved. So Page of Swords is involved, and you've got this Nine of Swords, and that's going to be the Ten of Swords, and you'll be done. I don't know. God, it sounds so specific, but here's the deal, Cancers. The Page of Swords, I think, is a child. I think it's your child, so air sign maybe, child. Um, but this fighting you're going to see, this is in a future position, but maybe today, maybe you're actually experiencing this, is you're seeing it's affecting the child. And you're saying, now, you combine these, what do you got? Ten of Swords. 10 swords. And when you get 10 swords, you're done. You're just done. It's like, I can't cry anymore. I can't care anymore. I'm just fucking done. And now that you're seeing, it's like, you know, it's bad enough you've got me in this energy. Or, you know what, not to put it on them. It's bad enough this relationship has me in this energy. But now my child, and I can't have that. We're done. Sorry, Cancer. Real positive reading, but there, that's where it went. Thank you guys. Leo, 4th of May. Thank you for joining me here. We're pulling through the deck with our morning quickies. And let's see what we got for you, where your heart is at, where your mind is at, and around relationships. Leos is the Four of Swords. And again, with a quickie reading, I kind of try to keep in mind, you know, could be you have a fight and you're kind of trying to get over it with your boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. And it's not that bad. Um, the Four of Swords, too, is a little bit, to me, like the Hangman energy. It's like time out, too. Usually involves time out. Although with this in your mind, you know, it might just be time out to sit alone and think about things. You know, at its best, it's like you just go to sleep and you just need some time out, basically. But look, there's hope. Like you go to sleep, and that's what I say. Just go to sleep and see if it's better when you wake up. Sometimes with the Four of Swords, you know. I feel a lot better today than I did yesterday. I'll tell you, physically. But boy, yeah, you're waking up now with a real sense of hope here. So in a love reading here, Leo too, this could be like you sort of like taking that time out in terms of love and relationship. Maybe there's a period of time where you were like, maybe you were healing from an old relationship and you're getting closure with that in whatever way that goes for you. But now you're starting to feel like there's life again and there's hope again. And I mean, it could be an Aquarius involved in the picture. It's an interesting match for Leo. Opposites attracting does work. Ooh, and the devil card is the outcome. I don't really see this as bad with the star and the devil. It kind of cancel each other out. And I think what this is, because I think this is important for some Leo here. You've been in this kind of timeout, like a little kid, sitting in the corner, just facing the wall. Right back then, you didn't have cell phones, but you're starting to feel yourself come alive. And I think it's this person. You know, we have Aquarius and Capricorn involved here, um, but it's some combination. Either one of those could have planets in the other one in their chart if you look at it. Okay, but the sexuality has helped wake you up. It's okay. It's great. It's like that's part of it. It's like, nothing wrong with sex, and um, you needed to be woke from this state of sort of suspended animation and healing, and must have been time. I mean, star card's pretty strong. Major cons out of your hands. Not up to us sometimes to decide when we're healed. It's like, try it sometimes. Damn it, I'm healed. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't have that kind of ability. Yeah, takes what it takes. Leah, thank you guys. Virgo, thank you joining us here on the Morning Quickies, special on the beach edition here. This beautiful morning just passed dawn on the Gulf beaches of Mexico. And we're going to pull a card for you. This is you in and around relationships, where you're at, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. Hangman. So, time out. You're feeling like kind of time out. This is so much a strong feeling with the hangman in this position in a love reading. And, for all kind of reasons, but there's something going on that makes you want to say time out. And because ideally, unless you don't have to say timeout, you just keep playing the game. What the hell? Um, let's see what's on your mind with this. Wow. Tower. Uh, I think you're taking a time out because you kind of sense the tower falling. It's almost like you feel it, rumbling under your feet. It's like you're at 9/11 and you kind of have a feeling right as it's happening that this is really bad. And there's maybe some running to get away from it, some effort to get away from it. You would think, because it's almost a precognition here. And maybe you think this didn't come out in reverse. But I get a sense if it's reversed, it's really wanting to put off the inevitable with the hanged man. But I get the sense like you just want to pull away from it because you feel it coming, but you want to just ignore it with the hanged man because you don't want it to come. But it's going to come. Five of Cups. It's just grief. And I'm sorry, Virgo. Thank you joining me. This on the bottom. Libras, thank you for joining me on the 4th of May here for the Morning Quickies, special on the beach edition. This is looking at your love and relationship energy today in the name of light and love. So it serves the greatest good only. What can we say for our Libra friends in love and relationship spirit? This is you, how you're feeling in and around relationships. Very good energy for a Libra. Libra that's mature in some way, responsible, someone who's adulting, been adulting for a while, as it were, can take care of themselves. Um, Very nice energy to enter a relationship with. You're the happy bachelor. You're very content. But as everyone always advises, it's just not the best time to find a relationship when you really are not even looking. You're just being happy doing you and being single. But yes, it is apparently because of the Fool. The start of the major arcana, the Fool's journey, 0, coming after the Nine of Pentacles. It's a lot like the other reading, the completely different cards. But you've been in this energy for a while, and you've been stable. Maybe this could be like the whole COVID story. It could be like the reading for COVID. We'll add them as the 13th person. And you've been doing good though. But it's kind of like time to reward yourself and let go all at once. All of the things you haven't done for the last 9 years, maybe, all of the people you haven't done, places you haven't gone, things you have. It's time, like, you're gonna roll out like the bucket list here, I think, and you're gonna just leap here. I'm telling you, that's what this is talking about, Libra. Really, you're ready to let loose. Spirit, be gentle. What's gonna happen to our brave Libras? Because the Fool is brave. Oh, there's a Queen of Swords in your future, Libra. Perfect. That could be an air sign, a Libra or Aquarius, Gemini. Think more Aquarius. This person, and they're facing your way, so they match you very well. It's not male or female, but they match you very well because they're also mature and capable and able to take care of themselves. They're very direct. If they love you, Libra, it's because they love you. They don't need to love you. They don't need you. It's just like you. So you're matching each other's energies perfectly here. Fantastic. Congratulations. Invite me to the wedding. Thank you, guys. Okay. Thank you. We're going to do Scorpio here. Scorpio, name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good. Can Spirit give us something on love and relationship today for the Scorpios watching? Whatever it is you need out of reading. This is you and around relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. You're thinking of, you're in a committed long-term relationship or marriage, or you're thinking of or in the midst of building a long-term committed relationship or marriage. Because I see the Four of Wands a lot, at wands being actions, as the act of building this long-term committed relationship, which you could say in a marriage maybe never ends. Maybe that's the thing. That process is a process that should never end. But I sense a beginning here, our desire for this beginning, wanting to, this desire is strong, and wanting to take action to have this beginning with the person, with the King of Cups, a water sign who's mature and responsible, a parent, possibly someone that takes care of business, is capable, and who's emotionally available, emotionally intelligent person. He or she is over their first Saturn return. This person. You want this, there's an emotional connection that you want, but you want the Four of Wands, you want the house and the white picket fence, but there's something going on, Scorpio. Yeah. They're just not being honest with you about something, a Hermit, about a Virgo. I'm going to read this as a Virgo here. They're not being honest with you about a Virgo. Now, the only other way is two ways to read this. A, they're not being, there's a Virgo they're having an affair with, and that's what's going on, Seven of Swords. Now, the other thing could be it's internal, and they're really want to go inside and do the hermit, which would require them to take a step away from you, which is the opposite of what you want. You really want this Four of Wands. You're like, let's move in now, let's get married now. And they're like, no, because they're either banging in Virgo, sorry, or they are inside of themselves really conflicted. And maybe they want to bang a Virgo, or maybe they just don't know if they want to be married, or maybe they don't know if you're the one, but they're not telling you. There's a lot going on in there, a lot that they're not telling you about what they're really, really thinking. And it's like, I almost think maybe they don't know what they're really, really thinking, and they kind of need that time to go. So, my advice strongly is, if this resonates with you, Scorpio, it's like, if you really love them, then, man, you need to dig in, and you need to say, well, first of all, you can clear up if there's another person. Fuck that. Being a Scorpio, I don't play that. But say it's not that, then maybe you need to give them that time, I guess, and say, look, what do you need from me, so that you can figure out? Because, maybe give them a time limit. You're not going to give you like 10 years, but, I'll give you a couple months to figure yourself out, whatever. Thank you, Scorpio. So, Sagittarius, my brothers, my sisters, here we are on the beach. It's beautiful 4th of May. Hope it's nice where you are. We're going to look at you here, this morning quickie. This is your energy, Sag, in and around relationships. how you're feeling, what's on your mind, where your heart is at. Knight of Cups. Saggy. This should be our card when we're lovers. Um, Knight of Cups. You want to give your love, man. You want to give your love. It's kind of pure. And knights are always actions, and cups are love and emotions. And you want to give that to someone's pointing into the reading. You're like, let's go. Let's see what's going on. Huh. I'm looking at this as you, Sag. It's like you want to give your cup of love. The universe sees that, and it's your intention. And then it says to you, really go inside and look at your intuition. Really be receptive. It's a really great time to watch tarot readings. And I got to say, I don't think I've said this yet, and I don't know how many readings so far, many hundreds. Uh, get a personal reading, maybe, if this resonates, you know? Um, and you can even look at your astrology, even more helpful in the long run. Because this high priestess here, it's almost like a warning. It's major kana, so it's like the universe is saying like you're not saying don't do what you're doing. It's just saying, man, really consider it at the deepest level. Okay, flies are just fucking in your reading, Sagittarius. Everything that happens in a reading, I don't know if you saw, I can see this right there. I can't unsee it, is the problem. Oh my God. Make sure they're not in my cough. So that means something. Mm-hmm. That's your fourth cards. The fucking fly card. Look at this, man. But 10 of cups. Because you really want to give your cup and you want the 10 of cups. It's a beautiful energy, a beautiful, pure energy. And the universe is just saying like run it through the deep end of the spectrum of your unconscious, and really run your intuition all over it. Um, it looks good. I think it looks good. Like you will get your 10 of cups here. You know, as may imply, it's going to be a moment too. This high priestess, and we Sag, especially when your horse is reared up, you got your cup in hand, you're ready to go, and the universe saying, "Did you go to the bathroom first? So you need a minute, but your 10 of cups is coming." Okay, Sag, thank you guys. Capricorns, thank you for joining me here on May 4th on the beach for your morning quickie here in love and relationship. The Gulf Beach of Mexico on this beautiful morning just after dawn. Excuse me, this is you in and around relationships, where your mind is at, where your heart is at. Juggling, yeah. With the Two of Pentacles, this is where you're at in relationships. The Two of Pentacles too can be that energy of really having to kind of balance things in your life, and it doesn't necessarily have to be bad, but it takes a lot of energy. You see, he's quite busy, so if you're doing that, you really kind of it's where you say like, you know what, my hands are full right now. My hands are full right now. I'm a Capricorn. So that could be that kind of energy, and it's kind of, think of the electrical engine. It's like positive, negative, positive, very reliable, very efficient, just keeps going. But in order for it to keep going, you have to stay into this mode. It can be a little bit of that single mode too, like you've just been doing your thing and it's been going okay, and you got a routine. You do your yoga in the morning, and you do your meditation, and then you get your run in and your work, and you eat well, and a good night's sleep. I get this getting this a lot in this whole spread today. It's like something's opening up. So it's kind of like I feel like that, like you've been in this energy. And if it's any kind of choice, it's like, should I really kind of step out, or should I just kind of doing pretty good right now, just like I am? Should I really change that up? And here it's like you're now the emotions are coming in, and you're starting to feel like you want to, maybe it could be you want to go back to someone from the past, but it's more of an energy like, you want that love feeling in your life again, that feeling of like, being, in love with someone that understands you and you understand them at a deep level. And maybe it's a longing for like a soulmate love too. It's like maybe something you felt you had before, Capricorn, and I don't feel like you've had it now for a while. but you want it. You want it kind of back, you know. If not with that particular person, you want that kind of love back in your life, in your heart. You want to feel that way again. You're like, will I ever feel this way again? Yeah. So, judgment, this really speaks to what I was saying about the two of Pentacles here, Capricorn. I think I nailed it. Pat myself on the back. Um, you're in this mode. You've been doing the same thing. Okay, it if that's true, look, that you can't stay like that forever. Not Taurus. Okay, you can't stay like that forever. You're Capricorn. You got to keep moving, keep going, keep climbing. Anyway, you know this. So this is calling you out. This judgment calls you out, and it's calling you out through this yearning for this soulmate union. Now, this doesn't mean now go do something stupid, but it means that, you know, it's time to change up. It's time to level up, to make a change. There's something that you've always wanted to do, you thought you couldn't do, I'll never be able to do something. If you said it to other people, they'd be like, are you fucking crazy? What's wrong with you? It could be anything like that, or it could just be some yearning. It could be this yearning itself. It's like recognizing this yearning for this soulmate and wanting a connection as being a part of you and a part of your destiny, a part of your calling, and not something that needs to be defended against by building up a wall of routine and normality. And you know, you're ready, you're feeling it, and maybe not yet, but you're feeling it. It's calling, do 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 do, Capricorn. And it's asking you, what do you really love? What do you really love? That's what it's asking you. It's always, judgment's really always asking really that one question. No, 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 no. What do you really love, Capricorn? Thank you, Capricorn. Aquarius, thank you for joining me. This is the Morning Quickies. Very special on the beach edition here. Very quiet morning just after dawn. We're going to look here for you, Aquarius, where your mind is at, where your heart is at, in and around relationships. And you're showing up here with the Seven of Cups. Seven of Cups, so much can be said. And for an Aquarius, too, it's a being very emotional in and around relationships. It's can be a feeling of that doesn't mean you have options. It means you feel like you have options. So very often when we feel we have options, we do. But you're in that energy of sort of very emotionally thinking and feeling about, you know, relationships. And you could be thinking back about seven relationships. You could be thinking about people in your life and what would it be like to be with them. What would it feel like? It's kind of an open energy here, and it doesn't feel like someone who's really in a relationship, or it doesn't feel like someone who's in a long-term committed relationship. If you are, then you're not feeling real steady about it. You know, it's someone who's kind of single and dreaming, huh? Hey, it's going to be already up for May, though, if you haven't seen it. Uh, we have the singles reading. This would be for you, Aquarius. You look on my page, the very last Aquarius singles reading, the four pillars. It's titled "Meet Your Soulmate." That one may be of some help. Let's see what's going on. But a Two of Swords. So with that, now that implies that maybe there, like I said, maybe there is a relationship here, and you just don't know what to do when you have Two of Swords energy. Uh, you know, now these are cups, but it's like to your relationship, you're giving your mind, and you're just kind of going around in your mind like you don't know what to do about it. But to someone else, and it may not even be someone specific, maybe you just want someone else, something else. You're giving your emotions. So also this could be an emotional affair where you haven't actually had sex, but you're sharing things emotionally. Here, Aquarius, with a partner, that's someone that's not your partner here. Let's see. And you're going to have to make a decision. And I'm going to leave it like that. Look at the heart spread again for May, which is up to for you guys. And that's titled "The One on Your Mind," the one who you're thinking of. um, and that may help go into what's going on with your person. And then maybe that singles will describe your new person, which would be nice. But yeah, I think you're just going to have to make the decision, and you must know this. It's like, when you start dreaming and you start like manifesting, and then, well, you have to change and make up your mind so that you then can go with the new direction that you manifested yourself. You wanted it, Aquarius. You got it. So actually, good job. And sorry about the loss of your relationship. Isn't life complicated? Aquarius, thank you guys. Wow, Pisces, thank you for joining me here on April 4th. We're pulling through the deck with the Morning Quickies here. And we're doing this in the name of light and love, so it serves the greatest good for our Pisces friends. And see where you're at, where your mind and heart is at in and around relationship. I'm sorry. So, this could be anything from feeling like you've had to kind of do a lot in relationships lately and make a lot of effort, to literally having to defend yourself. And with this being how you're feeling in and around relationships, you must have, in actions would imply you didn't think you had to defend yourself. You actually had to defend yourself. So if this is not from your person, a lot of times with our relationships, we get involved with their people, their family, their friends, even maybe, and you feel like you have to defend yourself there. It's not a good energy to be in a relationship with. No one wants to be feeling a seven of wands when they're in a relationship, and so this has to change. It's a quickie reading, so let's just say this situation has to change here, and it has to become more fair, because notice going from the seven of wands to the six of pentacles. So seven is excited and action, and six is the balance. You got the scales. Yeah, you show your person this reading, Pisces. You know what I mean? It's like, I got the feeling. Look, if they're just arguing with you and you're having to defend yourself, then you need to figure that out and resolve it, transform it, change it, because that's the way to live. But I think it can be done, and it's going to involve taking actions here, because pentacles, these are things something's going to actually have to be done, to make this right with you and make you feel balanced and like reciprocated in the relationship, instead of like you have to defend yourself. And I got a feeling it's something to do with outsiders outside the relationship, okay? Going on here, Pisces. But there's some hope here that this could happen. If you can figure out what this change is involved here in the relationship. Um, the heart spread, if you haven't seen it, is below the last one I did, the one on your mind for May. Um, may offer you some more insight into this situation, Pisces. But let me know, guys. Appreciate you joining me. Appreciate a like. It's good karma. It's easy. And really appreciate everybody subscribing. Thank you, guys.